Okay, time for another update. I'm actually in an Italian restaurant right now, so I don't want to speak up too loudly. And I'm trying to be careful not to show any other of the people in the restaurant in this video, just because that seems a little rude. But anyway, about my day so far. Yes, I'm sitting in a nice little cafe on the corner, and I'll show you a view out the window here. And see that little street there, kind of on the right, and there's a big building with a blue awning. That's the hotel where I'm staying at, the Grosvenor. And anyway, in case you were curious, that's what it looks like from the outside. But about my day so far. Yeah, I'm a bit fried at the moment. I realized that I've been getting sunburned, and I've managed to forget packing sunscreen, so I need to pick some up soon. Yeah, I'm waiting to get into the Henry IV Part 1 tonight. That's going to be at the Shakespeare Globe Theater. Woohoo! And that's actually a really great play for me to see, because that's one that I wrote a paper on. And I don't know necessarily. It's going to be interesting to see who plays Hotspur and how that character is played, because that's what my paper was about. But yeah, enough geeking out on that. I seriously geeked out at the Globe, and I geeked out at the British Museum, where I was at this afternoon. I popped into the National Gallery for just an hour or so. Saw the Arnolfini marriage portrait and a few other really famous portraits and other cool paintings. But the British Museum is where they have the Sutton Hoo collection and a whole lot of really interesting extant finds from medieval Europe and you know, the Dark Ages and whatever sort of ages you want to call them, between the Roman Empire and, you know, medieval period. But yeah, I was seriously geeking out and taking lots of photos, but unfortunately I started to hit something I call sightseeing saturation. And the way I describe it is sort of like cookies as an analogy. You know, cookies are great, you know, I love cookies, but you know, going through the museum, it was like I'd just eaten about 100 of them, and you know, I just couldn't eat any more cookies or else I was just going to burst. But I had this feeling like, well, if I don't eat this next one, then I may never eat another cookie ever again in my entire life. So that's what it was like. And I you know, that's the sort of feeling I get a lot of times when I'm sightseeing, you know, and seeing a lot of really cool things. But after a while, everything just starts to blend together and you go, oh God, it's another antiquity. Oh yeah, it's another very important relic from this part of history, and you know, this is world history, and you know, this is very important to look at, and you may never see this ever again, so you should recognize it and feel its importance. But oh my God, it's yet another little rusty bar that's in a case. And after a while, things just start to lose their meaning. But so yeah, I try to get a lot of pictures so that I can look back on them and, you know, go over them later on when I can make a bit more sense of them. And I try to get a book too, or a couple books. But for now, I'm sitting here and I've got this nice glass of white wine, which was something like Bella della Venetia. It wasn't a Chardonnay and it wasn't a Pinot Grigio, but it's Venetian wine of some sort. It's really tasty, nice and mild, slightly dry, but it goes down really well. So I'll get myself nice and liquored up and then go see a play tonight. Good night.